Here's my ranking for every Cleo Sol album. For number 4, I am going to have to give it to Heaven. This project came long due after not hearing any new Cleo Sol since Mother. Some of my favorite songs on this album are Airplane, Go Baby, Golden Child, and Heaven, as well as Old Friends. I feel like this is a solid body of Cleo's. So on this particular project, I feel like we get more of Cleo's like R&B side that we kind of like know and love her for, that more like soulful vibe. So this was just an amazing piece and I love it. For number 3, I am going to have to go with Gold. Now, initially after hearing Heaven and Gold side by side, I was leaning a little bit more towards Heaven, but over time and replaying the albums, I actually ended up falling in love with this album a lot more. And personally, for me, what I really like about this album is I feel like it is a better vocal display of Cleo Sol's music compared to these two works. Particularly on tracks like There Will Be No Crying. I mean, you get the full range of Cleo's voice on a track like that. As well as songs as Things Will Get Better and Reasons, man, those songs, they just give me chills. Like this album, again, like I said, I was leaning more towards Heaven when they first released, but revisiting these albums recently, I had to put this one there. For number 2, I am going to have to give it to Rose in the Dark. Now, with this album, this is the one that made a lot of us Cleo fans. To this day, songs like Why Don't You and Rose in the Dark and When I'm in Your Arms are just incredible. Like, I mean, they are certified classics at this point. What made this release so special is at the time, we weren't really getting R&B like this. You know, a lot of it was more mainstream kind of sounds, and Cleo really peeled back the layers and got to traditional R&B, and this is why we love her. And for number 1, I am going to have to give it to Mother. For a while, I kind of felt like I stood alone on this and giving this the number 1 title. But I really did encourage a lot of people to go back and revisit this album and understand how special it truly is. Not only is this my favorite Cleo Sol album, this is definitely one of my favorite albums of all time. It really is just such an honest album. I mean, you're opening up with tracks like Don't Let Me Fall and Promises, and then my favorite song, Build Me Up. Like, this is like a perfect example of when an artist strips back all the layers and just really get to the core of who they are and produce a body of work that is truly and authentically them. And that is this album 100%. And the beautiful thing about this album and Cleo's body of work in general is it is like very simple, but it's just like a dish that you order that just has a few very simple ingredients, but it's like the best thing you have in your life. And that is my ranking of Cleo Sol's albums. Feel free to put your rankings in the comments below. Till next time.